If you're a collector of Pokemon cards, you're most likely chasing those elusive alternate art Pokemon cards down in each of the sets. In today's video, guys, we're going to talk about 5 that are on the rise in price from the last 3 months until today. Let's talk about it. What is going on, guys? Jim here with a video today, and hope you guys are having a great Monday. It is going to be a video today about alternate art Pokemon cards, 5 that I consider really investing into if you have them currently. I would not buy them in price right now because they are too high in price. This is pretty much if you have them, hold on to them. You have doubles, you might want to hold them until down the road, and who knows, it's up to you. Before we get started today's video, guys, definitely Hulk smash that like button, comment down below, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. Let me know in the comment section below at the end of today's video which your favorite alt art card is and which one you would invest into the most. Alright, let's get started. Keep in mind, Giratina and Aerodactyl V alternate art are not going to be on this list because they are fairly new and they haven't really skyrocketed in the last 3 months because the set's not even a month old, so keep that in mind. Starting the list with number 5, we have Espeon VMAX alternate art from Fusion Strike. This card has gained so much value in the last few months. As you can see, guys, back in June, this card cost about $100, so about around $99 to $100. You can see right here, this card in 3 months has gone up to about $130, so about a $30 increase. Isn't the craziest I've seen, especially on this list, but it is starting out the list at number 5 with the Espeon VMAX Alt-Art from Fusion Strike, and let's talk about why. I think because Espeon is a very popular Pokemon because it's an evolution for one. Number 2, the artwork is phenomenal in this card. Look at it. It literally is one of the best cards you can pull in Fusion Strike. Espeon is a very, very popular Generation 2 Pokemon, and I can see why this card has gained traction and value because there's just so many good things about this card. So if you guys think Fusion Strike is a set not to invest in, keep in mind that this and the next card on the list are pretty evident why Fusion Strike is a great set to invest in long term. Coming to number 4, we have Gengar VMAX Alternate Art. This card also has seen a significant increase in value. About 3 months ago in June, this card was about $102, the same as Espeon, around the same price. And now it's around $140. I think it's at $140 or $139. You'll see on the screen right here. That's an even bigger increase than the Espeon. And that card is also from Fusion Strike. But let's talk about it again. It's a very popular Pokemon. Gengar is easily one of the most popular Pokemon out there. The artwork is amazing. It looks like he's sucking up a whole universe. It looks so great, this card, as you can see here. Keep in mind also that this Gengar VMAX alternate art is going to continue to go up in price because of its artwork, because it's an alternate art, and just because it's this Pokemon, it's a Gengar. So, just like the Espeon, this Gengar and Fusion Strike are 2 of the greatest cards you're going to get in Fusion Strike. Alright, guys, so before we continue, the next card on this list is going to be a huge leap in value, probably double the value of what you just saw, because these next 3 cards on this list are big hitters when it comes to chase cards and value. Let's talk about them. So number 3, we have the Rayquaza VMAX Alt-Art. The Rayquaza VMAX Alt-Art is from Evolving Skies. It is one of the coolest looking cards. Look at this card right here. This is definitely a massive chase card for lots of people. This Rayquaza card, even 3 months ago, back in June, was $214, and it was steady around the same price even months before that. It's never really dipped under $215 or even $200, but it's never really gone up past that since the day this card has literally came out back in 2021. But it hasn't really reached this height. We're looking at $250 right now, a $50 increase. Now, obviously, this is going to be much better than the Gengar and Espeon because it's double the value, but it's also a bigger increase in value. We're going by the increase in value by the last 3 months. This card is now $250. I can see why. Rayquaza is a very popular Pokemon. Even though I didn't grow up with Rayquaza, I stopped around Generation 2. I did not know who Rayquaza was when I first started in Hidden Fates, and obviously Sword and Shield base, he wasn't in there, but you know what I'm saying. So, Rayquaza VMAX Alt-Art is an amazing card. And also, it literally is an Alt-Art VMAX, so Alt-Art VMAXs are a given if it's a popular Pokemon, and the artwork, again, speaks itself. It looks amazing. Rayquaza VMAX Alt-Art, I can see it really climbing to the $300 range by the time we hit 2023. And for the Gengar and Espeon, I could see them climbing into the $175 range to $200 range. So if you have Rayquaza VMAX Alt-Art, it's a really good card to hold on to if you're investing into it. But if you want to just keep it as a collector's item, it's literally a great card to collect as well. It's both. Before we get into number 2, guys, this one I'm going to talk about next is the only Sun and Moon one on this list. There are a few other ones that have increased in price, but this is the biggest one I've seen increase in price, and it's literally a massive increase. Coming on number 2, we have the Latios and Latios GX Alternate Art from Team Up. This card is extremely difficult to pull. We pulled this out of a 36-pack opening of sleeved packs of Team Up. Was the biggest risk I've ever taken when buying Pokemon cards in value, and it paid off because we pulled that card. That card was like $212 at the time. But we're going back 3 months ago, which we're doing this video. This card, as you can see right here, was $257. Let's talk about right now. If you look at this price right now, we are at $359. This card has gone up almost $80 in just 3 months, and it's continuing to climb and climb and climb as we speak. I wouldn't be surprised if that card is $400 by the end of this year. Seriously, that card is one of the biggest chase cards in modern Pokemon history for sure. So look at the card. It's called the Heart card. Nicole calls it the Heart card. It literally looks like the shape of a heart, obviously. Latios and Latios fan favorites, obviously, and it's in Team Up. There's nothing else I can say about that. That card is definitely going to continue to climb. If you pull that card, if you have I know a lot of people back then said the card was cheap. If you have a binder page full of those still, you're in luck. Hold on to them. Coming up at number 1, this is a pretty much no-brainer. This one is the Umbreon VMAX Alternate Art. This was our biggest chase card when it came to the Evolving Sky set. It literally took us over 1,000 packs to pull this card. We did a trade previous, and then we pulled it the same day. It's insane how that works, but that's besides the point. So Umbreon VMAX Alternate Art 3 months ago was $318, which is incredibly expensive when you look at a card that's modern day with all the printing they're doing. Check this out. If you look 3 months later, it did nothing but make this card even more desirable. This card is now, listen to this price, $430 nearly. This card is the most expensive card in Sword and Shield and Sun and Moon and X and Y. All the sets, it's the most expensive card. I'm not going to go back to Diamond and Pearl, all that stuff. Obviously, that's vintage, but this is the most expensive modern day card. And it really has no reason to explain itself. It's literally, look at this card. It looks like something from the Lion King. Like this card, the Be Prepared thing by Scar with the Umbreon look like the hyenas. I don't know what I'm saying, but you get what I'm saying. This card looks amazing. It also is an Umbreon. That is probably the most popular evolution, and I like that one the most, obviously. You also have to factor in that this Alternate Art card, like I said, is really a masterpiece itself. So, if you have this card, if you have doubles, do not trade this card, do not sell this card. If you want to sell it now, it will be at its highest point. Who knows? I see this card going over $500 by the time we're out of 2023. Maybe into mid or to early 2023. I see the card hitting $500. Alright guys, that is it for today's video. That was the top 5 cards that I've seen tremendously grow in value in the last 3 months. Also, I want you guys to know that I'm not telling you if you should invest into these cards, sell them right now, collect them. It's just, these are the 5 biggest priced cards that are hyped up that are Alternate Arts in the last few months. And to be honest, it's pretty hard to get rid of any of the cards I mentioned today, especially even if they're valuable. The artwork, the Pokemon themselves are very good. So the 3 things today we found out are if it's a Pokemon, if it's an Alternate Art, and if it's got great artwork, it's pretty much going to be a given to be valuable one day. So obviously I didn't mention the Charizard because the Charizard from the Brilliant Stars is not going up too much in value, and I haven't mentioned the Giratina, Aerodactyl, and stuff like that because they're too new. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite card is. Are you investing into these cards? Are you going to collect these cards? Are you doing a little bit of both? Nicole and I personally are doing a little bit of both. We have one Umbreon saved for down the road, and we have one we're going to collect. It's pretty much doing both. And let me know in the comment section below, out of these 5 cards, which is your favorite, and which is your least favorite. Maybe tell me that. That's pretty hard to do. But stay tuned for a video on Wednesday. I will see you guys on that video. Stay awesome, stay positive, guys. Most of all, stay safe. Peace out, guys.